Hello, everyone at home. I'm your hostess and MC tonight, Miss Stormie Daie, and I am so happy to be a part of the South So Queer series of Arts Across America. I must let you know that as a Durham, North Carolina resident and longtime Southern performer, I'm so happy to be a part of this experience that will give you a look into the musical roots that are often overlooked in the South, especially our queer, Black, and POC performers, much like the ones that we'll be performing tonight. Myself, of Durham's foremost drag family, the House of Cox, led by my drag mother, Miss Vivica C. Cox, I'm excited to present community members that I know and perform with every day, like Kim Register of Loamlands and Shirlette Ammons, our local hip-hop poet laureate. I'm so excited to be a part of this tonight. I believe as a drag queen, I am sort of an apostle, if you will say, of the musical traditions. I can't be a Southern girl without mentioning a little bit of religion, and I gotta let you know that I must share the divas, the creatives that inspire me through my art of drag. I would like to thank South Arts, the North Carolina Folk Festival, and the Kennedy Center for putting this program together and curating the artists that will be performing with me tonight. Without much further ado, I would like to present to you some of the selections from the Queer Southern Almanac that I think many of you should know.
Be my husband, man, I'll be your wife. Be my husband, man, I'll be your wife. Be my husband, man, I'll be your wife. Love and honor you the rest of your life. Yeah, if you promise me you'll be my man. Yeah, if you promise me you'll be my man. Yeah, if you promise me you'll be my man, I will love you the best I can. Yeah, stick to the promise, man. You made me. Stick to the promise, man. You made me. Yeah. Stick to the promise, man. You made me. Whoa. Now you stay away from the rose I need. Yeah. Oh, daddy, love me good. 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 If you want me to cook and sew. If you want me to cook and sew. If you want me to cook and sew, yeah, outside of you there is no place to go. Please don't treat me so doggone mean. Please don't treat me so doggone mean. Please don't treat me so now doggone mean. Yeah, you the meanest man I ever seen. Daddy, now love me good. Daddy, love me good, yeah. Daddy, love me good, yeah. Daddy, love me good.
I hope you enjoyed that at home. That number was, of course, the wonderful Nina Simone, born and raised in North Carolina, and of course, a soulful and also country folk musician that I think is often overlooked in the tradition of Southern music, in the American landscape. So I'm so happy that I could bring a little Nina to y'all today. I think without much further ado, I'd like to talk about our next performer. Shirlette Ammons is a wonderful friend of mine and a community member I'm so happy to know. When I said that they're poet laureate, they bring life to souls and to stories like Gladys Bentley. It's wonderful that we have a female position in music that is bringing note to the stories, much like most of the Southern story and dialogue that is overlooked and forgotten. So let's not forget to give some love to the wonderful Shirlette Ammons.
Thank you, Stormie. Thank you for honoring Nina Simone. I think Nina is probably one of the queens of North Carolina's music, and I always say there's something in the water here, and Nina is certainly a representation of that. Greetings, Kennedy Center. I want to thank you for having me. Also want to thank South Arts and North Carolina Folk Festival. I bring you greetings from the Pinhook on any weekend night in Durham, North Carolina. This place is popping. It is a hub for all music, but particularly for queer and people of color performance. And so I'm so grateful to the Pinhook for allowing me to present to you from here. I have a few numbers I want to share. I built this whole set around the idea of year in review. So these songs and poems I'm going to share are a bit of a reflection on the year, according to my perspective. Hopefully you can relate to some of it. I thought I'd start with an a cappella ode to those we lost this year. I'm from Eastern North Carolina, actually Botankus, North Carolina, tiny little town in Eastern North Carolina, in Duplin County, North Carolina. I come from working class folks who worked the land and worked in farms and factories for their entire lives. And unfortunately, I lost some people who were dear to me this year. So this first one is called Corner Pocket, and I want to dedicate it to the memory of my aunt Enid. In it, also, I reference a few places that I just want to note. Lorain, Ohio, which is the hometown of Toni Morrison. Eatonville, which is in Florida, and the hometown of Zora Neale Hurston. And Bronzeville, which is the home of Gwendolyn Brooks, some of our foremost writers. Corner Pocket. I got my own Lorain and my own Eatonville. Country store with old heads, chicken pastry, and chill. Got a front porch surrounded by daffodils. Hound dog mixed with some pit. She a boss of a bitch. On a chain by a fence, tobacco fields. White man own 'em, but he loan 'em to my uncle 'cause he owe 'em for them years that was stolen. Now his body is a cantaloupe, rotting in the sun in the summer months. I got funk from my aunt's Gran Torino. 8-track Teddy Pendergrass bumping on back roads. She had another love look like TNKO. Never a vacay day. Should have just ELO, but we know how it is, what the biz, how it be. And we don't give into it. We just barbecue it. We just pool cue it, call the shot. 8 ball about to drop. I got Bronzeville, called it Corner Pocket. Yeah, we got it. So the next one is called, this is a poem I wrote. 2020 was a census year, so appropriately, I'm sharing a poem called Census Man Cometh, and it's an ode to being counted. So it's also from my book, Matching Skin. So this is called Census Man Cometh. Census Man Cometh, for the Ammons family. Census man cometh, counting mulattoes lugging round, dirty with Duplin County scarlet gravel, red-boned Americans, able-bodied but under the table, peddling good company and cat house calls. Way down east, arrowheads and horseshoes welcome like placemats on porch fronts. Beneath the front door, stuck under a doorstep on a bent nail, was a doorbell. Better not step on it if you don't want none of Boogeyman's bad side. Shack smoke stack soot on census records. Hungry keyboard and whores with delicious dancing hips pressed against the piano, no pianist. He stumped drunk and humping the cat down on the pantry floor, which, when bit by the kerosene lamp, licks the last sip of city gin from the 5-string hit, strumming sweet while Aunt Elisa's man squeezes bed piece. She fire and pissed, and her skirt simply won't set down. Unc wake up looking for his fifth finger, and since this man's knees keep creaking and creaking, cause he simply won't sit next to a thumb that can't be found. Don Liquor and the Ammons women make Census Man forget his numbers every time. And this one is scribbled on the way up county line. In 1784, 86, and 89, them Ammonses spelled their names different ways at different times. There was Everett and Piney Grove who threw a D there on the end, and 𝒐𝒖𝒕𝒉 and '90 went and took it off again. Now, I ain't got no problem with fellowship and city gin, but it seems like them Ammonses is messing up my scribbling. But they show is some pretty colors shimmering beneath their skin. Look like next Saturday night I'll be back counting them again. So that's called Census Man Coming. It's a ode to the memories of country folk having a good time in the juke joints. I feel like I should have been around during them days. This next one is called 𝒐𝒖𝒕𝒉, and I want to dedicate it to the movement for Black Lives. One, two, one, two. Yep. Come on. Some say life is a bitch. I think that bitch is a diva. They say we asking for it, as if they know our story. I say we grasping at it, gasping at our passing magic. They say we looking for it. They call us average at it, but they can't see the forest ores that they suck at mathematics. They think we gaming, playing psycho babble scrabble. I say we jonesing for it, lunging for it, happens hazards. They say we savage for it, sort of borderless, foreign nomads who lack the warrant, refusing use as human storage. Cause the matter is with the fact that we ain't asking for much. And the matter is with the fact that they taking too much. And the matter is with the fact that we ain't asking for much. And the matter is, hey yo, the matter is, it's with the facts. Yeah, the matter is, hey yo, the matter is, it's with the facts. Yeah, the matter is, it's with the facts, yeah. Relax for a minute, look around while you're spinning. It's like an any instance and intensive freezing feeling. Get in the middle of it, love it like you living with it. And leave that shucking and ducking into the pillage, the sinning, and folding pillars with pennies and those who settle finish. And never sell our vision for some shit that's unappealing. I see you asking for it, grasping at it, bound to have it, loud and passionate. Facts are absent and not accurate. Yeah, cause the matter is, it's with the facts. Yeah, the matter is, yo, the matter is, it's with the facts. Yo, the matter is with the facts. Yo, it's trying times and I say it can't be overstated. The stakes have escalated. The race card, they played it. The hate y'all can take us our way to stay in danger. Our victory's hard won. Remember Trayvon? Now here where I'm from, we feel the strong arm. The system's ill-intended, outfitted to do harm, but my weapon's a tambourine. Need to be the change to seize the day for the most effective. Gathered at the intersections like, hey. Yo, the matter is, hey yo, the matter is, it's with the facts. Yeah, the matter is, it's with the facts, yeah. The matter is, with the facts, yeah. Thank you. I'm assuming there are people out there. This is so interesting, you know. I feel like, you know, quite often musicians forget that we're not just, you know, fly by the seat of our pants creative types. You know, I really have only recently come to the realization that, like, I'm mourning a lot of the rituals that I, you know, unfortunately maybe took for granted. So I want to also shout out all the musicians I would otherwise be doing this set with that I, you know, we can't gather yet. So look forward to playing with y'all again soon. So this next one here is called, it's a little mashup that I put together over some original music. And I want to call this one an ode to self-reflection that's inspired by our new norm, whatever that is for you. And it's also inspired a little bit by the wisdom of my wife. I just got married in October of this year. That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. But so this is called Never Won Much Here Lately. We're going to try this out for the first time in history. So hope y'all still with us. Never won much. Yeah. Never won much for street running. Done it in my 20s. Never fun clutching paper chasing. Prefer the quietude of country living to the manic pace of the city. Let's say I get it from my lineage. Easy as a Sunday morning. Seems that's the beginning of a short story. Told in vernacular, blacker than Zora. Tobacco leaves reek beneath sunscreen fedoras. Work ethic perfected. Turn pennies to quarters. Hard to make sugar when your shit is out of order. So fuck your broken toilet and the system that destroyed it. Back roads the streams and the streets be the rivers that they're pouring. Steady we toiling, seeking direction where we going, wherever we headed. Make sure the village is protected and given its credit. For the pavement when we laid it down. Started at grandmama's house, now navigating major routes. Yeah. Major routes. We started at grandmama's house, now navigating major routes. Major routes. Yeah. Yeah. Here lately, I find myself laughing my own punchlines, calling in my lifelines, looking down, ain't no sunshine at sun up, get done up to go nowhere fancy. Playing like my plan A's a pandemic away from my plan B. My girl planted rhododendrons. She tended to them like a motherfucking plant physician. She grew a green thumb, pinky ring, index, and middle. She adores the blooms, well I just noticed how they cover up the living room window. I beg her cut them bitches back to zero. She say, leave them blossoms be, that beauty's not the issue. No matter if you cut them back, they grow and gon' continue. And even if the window is closed, it's always see-through. I see you. Thank you. I got a couple more here. So this next one, I want to call an ode to, since this is a celebration of queerness. Gladys Bentley was not from the South, but I do consider Gladys Bentley one of my biggest inspirations. I found out about Gladys when I was working on my first solo record called Twilight for Gladys Bentley in 2012, and it changed the way I approached performance. It always matters to feel represented and seen, and to know that there are predecessors for the thing you do. And so finding Gladys Bentley was that for me. If you don't know who Gladys Bentley is, I suggest that you take a moment and do a quick Google search. It'll be worth your time. So this is called Get Dressed. And also it's an ode to getting dressed to go somewhere, in case you missed those days. So as I perform this, imagine that you're getting, your suit and tie on to go out in the world and have a good time. It's called Get Dressed.
Here's your hat, baby. Yeah, get handsome how we like. Learn them all, them young dykes. Aiming to update Italy from average to envy. Cause tonight, daddy, you ain't just in it. You are life. And when you exit, I'll be waiting breathless. Stage right, stage right, stage right.
Come on.
Stage right.
Hey, come on. Y'all put one hand up wherever you are. Come on. Do this for Gladys. Today I'm wearing armor in honor of my father. Tomorrow overall for my aunts and my mama. Tonight I'm wearing tighties for my wifey cause she like me. In my man panties and my white tee. When I'm stage centering, it's really not about me. Gaze upon the crowd and many smiles say they like me. Is it a God complex? Yep, slightly. Am I superficial? Well, I might be, but doubt it. Enjoy the action regular. Skinny denim is dangerous. Unzip. So when the world tries to strip us naked, and it will, we got a legion of fashionistas dressed to kill. We look great chillin', but damn if we content. We dance pants, pockets of filth, pumps the fifth, and fidget and grind, new styles to invent. Sully and rip, intent to put a spin on the denim, middle finger to the system, adorn and crush linen. We can't get crushed, like it's Bentley, live it cost too much, so get dressed up.
Clean shirt,
Hey,
skinny tie,
hey,
fedora,
go ahead and get dressed up. I see you. Get dressed up. For Gladys. Bentley. Yeah, get dressed up. Yeah, I rhyme so muscular, making MCs have to toughen up. Leaving them two choices, so what's up? Either step it back or step it up. 1 minute yet testicular, you particularly insular. I'm on point like peninsula. Your rhymes just make no difference. I'm blinkerish, no absent, so amorous yet venomous. A bona fide intoxicant, leaving audience stripped and pantaless. Audacious, agile, scandalous. Prohibition couldn't prohibit this. So much swag cats just acquiesce. I'm holy with deliverance. No need to convert or convince. My rhymes speak volume, silencing. Young MCs playing with grown women. You think you thought, should think again. You think you thought, should think again. You think you thought, should think again. Yeah. Come on. Let's get dressed up. Yeah. Come on, get dressed up. Let's get dressed up. One time for Gladys. Bentley. Yeah, let's get dressed up. Come on. Let's get dressed up. Cool, man. I got 2 more, and then I'm going to turn it back over to the very capable hands of Stormie Daie, and then up next will be the dear homie, Kim Register. So this is called Clown Faces. This is actually a song from my new record that I'm still working on called Spectacles. The album is called Spectacles. Clown Faces, I thought this would be a great song to represent 2020 because we still have half of our population who voted for Donald Trump. So this is called Clown Faces. This is all for all those who've been unseen, who felt invisible over the past 4 years. This place is full of clown faces. They walk around town aimless. They don't even hide their frowns. The circus comes to town and always stays a while. This place is full of clown faces. This place is full of down faces. This place is full of clown faces. This place is full of clowns. Unlock the cage for show and tell. They'll pay a shell for show and tell. They'll clasp their hands like sea and shell for show and tell. They'll never tell. They'll pay the monkeys bond and bail for show and tell. They always tell. And send him right back to his cell after show and tell. Who are they clowning now? Easy to find it out. Look for the loudest frown, tearful from waves and bows. This place loves freak parades. Their mascot's been laid to rest. The favorite game to play is I'm always innocent. This place so full of clown faces. All right, we can't end on that note. So again, I want to thank Kennedy Center. I want to thank NC Folk Arts Festival and South Arts for having me. The Pinhook for hosting me. Thank all the folks behind the scenes who y'all can't see who help work out all our technical kinks to make this happen. I really appreciate this opportunity. And I really hope you all figure out a way to stay connected to your local arts community and support your small businesses that are struggling right now. So I want to end with this one called Who Owns Hip Hop? And I want it to be an ode to remembering who we are, especially in these strange and magnificent times, you know. I hope you see it as an inspiration. So thanks again for your time and attention. This is called Who Owns Hip Hop? One, two. Yeah, I'm over mediocre conversations, I ain't joking. Can't help but notice hip-hop's overload of tropes and tokens. Even the ones wearing the crowns amount to okie doke. Throw so many clothes like department stores, get monster roses. Forget notions of ownership. That shit provokes emotion, sickness, regurgitate conversations about who's the realest. With disparities like poverty, prison, I'm screaming mercy me. Where is Brother Marvin when we need him? And I ain't steaming, I'm just stewing on a misty evening. Instead of preaching, would much rather we be fucking or eating. Instead of beating a dead horse, 6 resuscitation. Hip hop is just another black creation. End the conversation. One time. Come on, who owns it? Yeah, who owns it? Yeah. Who owns it? Who owns hip hop? Yeah. Check it. I'm a hip-hop incumbent, daughter of a son of a bastard, hapless and hazardous queen of disastrous lyrical banter. Cause hip-hop matters to us, like the legacies that were handed to us. Entrusted to move bodies, no different than Harriet Tub. From the back, I captured the buzz, fell in love with the snare and the drum. On the spells, the twos and the ones, the mic is life, arteries and blood. So when push comes to shove, who owns hip-hop matters me none. Honor my power and my prowess, leave every crowd awestruck and stunned. So don't silly conversations, it's a waste of my lung capacity. Trying to build across continents, shift away the blatant disparity. Make love from every melody, exchange dap and dope verses. First heroin reversals, precipitate like a pick with around to pick my battles with the precision of a cringe. Holding a grudge, threatening the needle. Power to people's out of speech unless we empower our weakest. Every rhyme makes a statement to leave or take. I ain't for preachers. Hey yo, let's turn these speakers into a black power mixtape and sequel like one time. Question, who owns it? Yo, hip hop. Yeah. Question, who owns it? Who owns your hip hop? Yeah. Thank you again and again. Kennedy Center, South Arts, NC Folk Festival. Thank y'all for tuning in and paying attention. Appreciate it. Peace.
Y'all give it up for my girl Shirlette. Come on. Yeah.
Thank you, Stormie.
Oh my God.
I gave you a little echo there.
I'm not mad at the echo. You know, hello. How are you?
Hey, lovely.
Shirlette, you know, we've never gotten to speak about your creative side, and I'm so glad to have the reins right now. Tell me, I believe you started singing. What was the transition musically like?
Oh, well, I started writing poetry first during the era of during what I'd call a revival of spoken word in the early aughts, late '90s, early aughts. And, you know, I think what something you mentioned earlier resonates with me. Like we're particularly being black and from the South, that relationship to the church never goes away. It's always at the foundation. So I found that I was writing these very rhythmic, polyrhythmic poems that were steeped in this type of storytelling that lent itself to music. So I decided to actually start putting some of those words to music, and haven't really looked back since. I just love and enjoy making music so much that it feels like the right move for me.
I mean, obviously it shines through. Y'all don't know. I put on a lot of accoutrement to take up the space that Shirlette naturally coalesced. I mean, you were like my goddess Storm, bringing the ecosystem of hip hop and Southern. You gave me ragtime. I swear I was in the juke joint with you. I was like, yes, slide me another one cold, make it fast, because I got to shake it fast
That's what's
with
up.
everybody on that floor.
Thank you so much. That means a lot, Stormy. For real.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Well, I guess without much more pause, let's bring on Kim Register of Loamlands. How it look?
Hey, Kim.
Come on.
Hey, Shirlette, that was so good.
Thank you, cousin. Appreciate it, and thank you for allowing this beautiful space as a backdrop.
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing the music into that space for sure. Thanks for wearing the uniform. I appreciate you.
I got the memo, obviously.
Yeah. Warmed up the shirt for me.
Mine here in spirit. Kim, I love it that you are broadcasting live from a closet. How appropriate.
It is. Sometimes things just work out. You're like, oh, I wasn't even being ironic, but that's just how life is right now.
That's our next rallying motto as a community. Sometimes things work out.
Sometimes you have to broadcast from your closet.
Ooh, I want that on a T-shirt. Say it loud.
It's too real.
Yeah, I'm like a little happy in here. I'm like, this is a nice one.
I love it. I mean, also, I would also like to point out, thank you, Kim and Shirlette, for bringing the Pinhook experience to this live stream. So y'all know the Pinhook is our home. It is our nest. Like, artists live. If Valhalla, a pantheon existed of queer music art in Durham, the Pinhook is our home, is our mountaintop. Come on.
That is so beautiful.
So true.
And thanks to y'all for bringing the art there. You know what I mean? Like, that place is nothing without the performers and the people that bring into that space. So that's all y'all.
Well, I guess without much further ado, I think we need to let Kim take things away.
Do you think, Kim?
Take me to the stage. Hey, y'all. First of all, that performance by Shirlette was so amazing. So if y'all didn't get to Venmo her, please do. Stormie also bringing in some Nina Simone. That song too, like, that's just some power. So thanks for opening it up and calling that song and Nina into the space. Yeah, I know that I was during Shirlette's performance, like screaming and getting really into it. So I'm sure that's what's gonna happen now. And I appreciate the Kennedy Center and South Arts and 𝑺𝒐 Folk Festival for sort of just giving us the reins to do this. It was really awesome how they were just like, what would you want to do? Which I think is how we, as folks with the mic, should pass the mic. So thank you so much. And I thought I'd start off with one of the amazing people behind the scenes reminded me that the closet was kind of a hilarious addition to this whole thing. So thanks for pointing that out to me. And then it made me want to call out to, queer elders, which in country music, which there aren't a ton on the forefront of like popular media. So one person that I had the privilege to know and be in relationship with is Patrick Haggerty of Lavender Country, and so I wanted to just call in this amazing song that he wrote called Back in the Closet Again. Back in the closet again, back where I ain't got a friend. Oh, I have to piss and moan, 'cause I'm sitting all alone. Back in the closet again. Whoopie Kai, it's a bummer being gay, but only when I'm back in the closet again. Oh, the revolution, it started out right. Black Panthers were leading the fight. The Lords were in the left flank, and then woman drove the Sherman tank. And the workers were hunk of dynamite. A battalion of gay men brought up the rear, packing 2 grenades in each derriere. Every purse was filled with mace, carbine rifles trimmed with lace, and the campy gay guerrillas, they knew no fear. Oh, but liberation forces were all upright. They stormed and said, ain't got no human rights. We think you guys are sick, 'cause all you own is a prick. And when we scrapped the pig, stole the whole damn fight. And that's the end of the revolution, my friend. 'Cause they're all going to get us the pin. They're rounding up black folk, and they were coming after gay folks next. So now I'm back in the closet again. Yeah, Patrick Haggerty, Lavender Country. Check it out, and still alive and still performing, like 76 or something, somewhere around there, and also just really interacting with queer folks in country music that just reach out to him on Gmail, like me. So yeah, support him. I mean, he's been trying to make a living with music since the 70s, which is when Lavender Country came out. The record came out. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna turn some effects on. It's been like an amazing process trying to figure out how to play music in the digital land. So, you know, the creative brain has blown up a little bit. But one good piece of advice that I got was that the song is still the song, no matter what you do. So, I'm excited to try this new thing out. This song is about killing your abuser and feeling really good about that. At least feeling good about fantasizing about it. Feeling powerful, I should say. Behemni, cross that state line. Behem so deep that he can't climb. And if he should die before you will, Behem so deep my soul to take. What kind of love? What kind of love What kind of love? What kind of love doesn't treat you kind? What kind of love? What kind of love? What kind of love doesn't treat you kind? Oh, what kind of love? What kind of love? What kind of love doesn't treat you kind? Yeah, I think another point of doing this show, and something that Shirlette and I have talked about a lot, and Stormie and I some, is that queer representation in the South is like so necessary, not just for people outside of the South, but for queer folks in the South. I mean, I remember growing up and being like, just kind of ashamed about where I was from because my family were like typical Southern, like kind of, I mean, they're just like, you know, they just like said some stuff, you know, they're just bigots. And I've been able to talk with a lot of them through my privilege of coming out and my actions of coming out, and it's been a process, but yeah, just really appreciate the strength of our queer community here, and holding each other through that process. So thanks, y'all. So yeah, queer representation, you know, we're here. We're wearing these shirts. Let's see. So this one is about being not just queer, but being really confused. I wrote this song because I was like all up on Tinder, and I was like, I think I just want to date a man. I think that's really what I want to do. Said me only that one time. And then I figured out that I think a big part of that was, you know, it's very classic queer, like, do I want to date him or do I want to be him? I was like, you know, I think I really just like, probably neither one, to be honest. But I was really like trying to figure out just sort of like where masculinity fit in my life, you know? So this is a song about that struggle. It's really fun to play with my band. I miss my band. I miss y'all, Loamlands. Oh, hammer and a nail go together like a ball and chain. Oh, my foot and that same nail keep finding each other again and again. No, it's hard to want a man when you're not sure if you just wanna be him, but you know that's not your plan, so keep getting past again and again. How do you see me? How do you see me? Am I liars, honey? Am I grizzly not sure if you even wanna kiss him, but you know that's not your plan. Keep getting passed on again and again. How do you see me? How do you see me? Am I lioness, honey? Am I grizzly bear, darling? Am I just some boy, honey? Am I just some boy, my darling? Am I just some boy wanting to be seen? Cool. Well, that was a look into my Tinder experience, which we all need, probably. I mean, why have secrets? I'm a Pisces. Can you tell? So is my sister Shirlette, which is why we have the same fashion and love each other to death. Now, I can't wait till we can perform again. And I'm glad that we're doing it this way. So thanks to everyone for, just rolling with it. We got to keep each other safe. I want to be real and say that my uncle passed from COVID, and it wasn't as real as it should have been to me, honestly, until that happened. So, for those of us that don't know folks, it's just really real, it's really out there. And for those of us that do know folks that have passed, just sending much love. Y'all hear the country dogs barking in the background? All right, I got two more. I got two more. I was gonna play a song by Tanya Tucker for my boo who lives in Philly, but I think I'll play some Southern queer music, and I'll play that one for you later, Boo. He's been gone for so long. He's been gone for so long. Living ain't his boat for free. You've been alone. Oh, looking for. You've been alone, looking for some boy you don't need. You don't need. He ain't wrong to just move on. He ain't wrong to just move on if he's got a better place to be, but he ain't bright. Oh, that turns out tonight. It ain't him you're looking for. It's the boat and the sea, oh, and the sea. Get your coat, oh, and come on. get his boat and we'll go find a better place to be when he stumbles home. We'll be long gone, no boy on your mind, no, just a boat and the sea. 'Cause you've been alone, hard you're looking for. You've been alone, looking for an awesome boy you don't need now, you don't need. All right, thanks, y'all. I realized when I wrote that last record, it's called Let's Dance. And I realized that there are 2 songs that mention some boy. Those are pretty great. Just some boy. Just some boy. All right, this last one is called Maureen, and it's about my friend's schizophrenic aunt who was a lot of fun. I realize how that sounds, but she was a lot of fun, and then when her mental illness kicked in, I think a lot of her friends just pieced out on her. So this song is for her. Her name is Maureen, and thanks Kennedy Center, thanks South Arts, thanks NC Folk Festival, thanks Shirlette, thanks Stormie, and thanks all y'all behind the scene folks. Appreciate y'all. Have you seen Maureen? She went over the hills just to watch them sing. And when her car broke down, didn't nobody know until her phone was found. Did you hear she couldn't swear? She made it out when David threw her in. And then she left on that yacht. Belladonna somehow forgot. Oh, there's a rainbow on the down low. It is dust, it is rocks, it is snow. Oh, the pot of gold is a story told, oh, one that makes you forget that you're old. Do you know how she died? Is she dead or is she still alive? Have you seen Maureen? Oh, she's always heard, but she's never seen. And have you seen Maureen? Oh, she's everywhere that we've ever been. Oh, there's a rainbow on the down low. It is dust, it is rocks, and it is snow. Oh, the pot of gold is a story told, oh, that makes you forget
I mean, Lord, it's a little stormy, a little steamy, a little moody, a little misty. Oh goodness, y'all give it up for Kim Register, giving up that folk country rock mixed Billy goodness,
Yeah, rock mix Billy goodness. That's right.
like a hot plate of everything acoustic and yummy.
Oh my god, I think you just found the new like definition. I'm like, folk rock doesn't do it. That's like John Mayer. You're like steamy sweet potatoes. Like that.
Come on, sweet potatoes set to a guitar riff. Come
Oh my
on.
god, you're perfect.
Back at you. Thank you so much, Kim, for
Yeah.
bringing it to us. And the words you brought to us, you gotta uplift artists, family, and the sake of community and goodness. Come on.
All the time. Only thing that keeps us alive. That's
Yes,
it.
please. We need to all stay alive. Well, I guess we're winding down now, aren't we? It feels like that time.
Sure does. I'm excited to
Oh,
see you got another number for us?
I don't know. Do I have another number? Yeah, I think I have another
I
number.
think
Do you
you
want to
are.
bring Shirlette off for 2 seconds before we
Oh
just
yeah.
do it? Come on, where's Shirlette
Come
at?
on, let me see you.
Right here watching y'all crush on each other. All types of missing vibes over here. I'm like, hey, I'm like the kid in the corner, like, what about me? I miss y'all. Kim, that was dope, cousin. Dope,
Yeah.
dope, dope. Thank you
Thanks.
for, yeah, you're right. You're a beautiful, beautiful songwriter and storyteller. I'm glad to have this vantage point to hear you. Like, listening to music in headphones is a completely internal, interior, cozy experience. So, really nice to hear you like that.
Well, that's so sweet. That's such a point too. It's like we're all here, but we're not, you know? But we're
Yeah.
like by ourselves, but we're together, but we're by ourselves.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you want to experience that warm, cozy feeling sensation at home, please download or stream both of these artists.
Oh my god, and you can also see Stormie's performances on the Pinhooks YouTube.
Right on.
They're amazing.
Do y'all
Stormie
know
in
when the next
club.
one? When's the next one? Is it coming up soon?
December 19th for the House of Cox Mama Big Birthday Bash.
Sweet.
We'll be
That's gonna be
celebrating the
awesome.
birth of our Lord and Savior, Miss Vivica C. Cox.
The birth of our Lord and Savior is right.
Hallelujah.
Come on. Well, okay, I'm gonna close out the show not with a North Carolinian artist, but this is an artist I think that really introduced me to the musical genre that we are, I think, speaking to, especially talking about the South being overlooked, the folk, the guitar, the acoustic, the sang, the curated. I'm gonna end this number with I think one that we all know and love, and as a thank you again on behalf of Kim, Shirlette Ammons, the people behind the stage who've been putting us on, we'd like to thank South Arts, the NC Folk Festival, and the Kennedy Center for putting all of this together. Arts across America, we're so happy to have brought you the so queer South version of what we do. So thank you again. Y'all want to say anything before we go?
Yeah, I got one more, of course. But I think I'm just like, yo, there's so much queer music and queerness in the South. There's like Southern Fried Queer Pride. That's in Atlanta. Check it out. I sang a song that Nana Grisal from Louisiana, what's that place? New Orleans, sorry. Sang a song that he sings with me. There's just so much good queerness in the South and so much good queer music.
We're a little tiny triptych of
Yeah.
the bigger, larger, most beautiful queerness that's emerging in the South. So support your queer artists wherever you are is what I suggest.
Hell yeah.
I mean, all that what they said. Please, again, as a drag performer, I'm always saying that I am trying to show y'all the art that inspires me. So there's so much art out there. If you follow any of us, you can definitely jump over to the next page of a really beautiful, amazing queer artist. And maybe not just a musical one, maybe a visual one too, because we got that down in the South as well. What you need?
What's up? So what you need?
You're up.
Hashtag what you need.
Well, I want to
I love y'all so much. This is such, can't be together. I'm so honored to share this virtual space with y'all. Love y'all. Mean it.
Yeah. Love y'all too. Love y'all so much.
Love y'all. I guess without much further ado, it's me. Thank you so much. I'm Stormie Daie, and thank you for joining us tonight for the South So Queer edition of Arts Across America.
I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you. I called too many times. You can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn it back around. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn it back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me, oh, and rock me through the night. And give you what you need. I said this youthful heart can love you, oh, and give you what you need. But I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. Give me one reason to stay here, yes, now turn right back around. Oh, I turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I loved you, and there ain't no more to say.
Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Again, on behalf of the artists and community that have joined me, my friends Kim of Loamlands, and of course Shirlette Ammons, all North Carolina natives, Bull City in the house. Thank you so much for joining this look at a small portion of what the South has to offer in the queer arts of America scene. So thank you, Arts Across America. Thank you again, South Arts, 𝑁𝒐 Folk Festival, and the Kennedy Center for bringing us here today. And shocks and kisses, y'all. Good night.